Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're reviewing the 2024 Audi A6. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the strong Audi here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this car. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, just ask for Landon. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 3-liter V6 that goes through a 7-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 22 around town and then 30 on the highway, with power outputs being 335 horsepower and then 369 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see with the lines on either side, and it gives the Audi a more boxy look, at least with the hood. And they've got these really cool lights here. You can see with the daytime running light and the headlight design. And then notice the darker trim piece here at the bottom. And then you guys can see the style for the grille. Very intricate, that is for sure. And putting it all together, let me guys think about the overall looks here with the front end of the A6. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 45, 19 in the front and over on the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, metallic gray for the coloration. And then I like how the fender pops out a little bit. We got our S-Line badge here on the side. And then you guys can see with the silver trim around the windows. And then here is the full side view with the A6. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. We got the Audi logo there at the bottom. And then if you press this a couple times, it'll pop open the trunk. And then taking a look at the cargo space here, it's actually pretty large. Obviously, you're still limited in terms of vertical space because of the sedan layout, but, you know, definitely practical. And when you're all done, they actually give you this nice little button to press to lower down the trunk. Really cool taillight design in normal Audi fashion. And then you guys can see all the badges here on the back. We do have parking sensors as well. And finishing things up, let me guys think about the design here on the 24 A6. Now taking a look at the door panel, soft touch here at the top, and then look at the wood trim down below. And then I like all of the rest of the soft touch trim here, and then also that's for ambient lighting. That's really cool. And then taking a look at the seats, perforated all down the center portion, and then really nice stitching here on the side as well. And then in the back here, room is good with the leg space. That was a weird thing to say. Anyways, we have a little storage net here, vents in the back. We do have our own climate zone in the back. We also have USBs and a 12 volt. And it looks like this has a, yeah, cup holder armrest set up, which is pretty cool. And then headroom back here, it's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see again with the soft touch here, and then also down below, and I like the strip that goes through. Wood trim here, got all of our memory seat functions. Window controls right here, we do have our mirror adjustments as well. And then there's a quick look at the mirrors to do blind spot monitoring. And then taking a look at the front seat again, perforated all down the center portion. Power adjustments there on the side. Pretty normal looking pedals. And then we do have our light controls here off the side, and then more of that wood trim and then soft touch on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. You've got some nice stitching around the center. Paddle shifters on the back for that 7-speed automatic. We have controls for like the voice command controls, phone controls, volume controls, controls for the center stack as well. And then you have all of your stocks here on the back in normal Audi fashion. Full digital gauge cluster here in the center. We can scroll through different menus, see different bits of info in the car, and then if you press the view button, it'll change how things look. So definitely a fan of the gauge cluster. I think it's easy to use. And then this does come with Audi's 360 camera system, which I'm a huge fan of. Shows a bunch of different viewpoints out of the car. Resolution's also really good. And then as for the infotainment system that you saw that camera view on, it does have a shortcut bar here on the side. You do kind of have to click in a little bit. Kind of makes like a mouse sound, which is interesting. But overall response time's good. It's easy enough to use as well. And then we do have our different drive modes, which will actually pop up here. You guys can see those right there. And then we've got our bottom screen, which is kind of like your climate control screen. So you can see dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats with this car. And then you got like your drive mode select at the bottom, stability control, and then some for the defrosters, parking sensors, and then that's for the safety tech, your little volume control. Nice trim here on the shifter. And then we do have our parking brake right behind that. Got some cup holders here with a 12 volt. And then, yeah, good storage in the center console. It has a wireless phone charging pad, which is nice. Got nice padding on the top too. And then look at the dash, by the way. Like there's soft touch trim here, but then there's the wood trim. Just really cool look. Nice felt line glove box. And then this does have a sunroof. So here's a quick look at the window sticker. You guys can see all the standard equipment here on this. Base price $61, and this has a few options added to it, including the executive package. Total MSRP $70,100. Let's see how it drives. So let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot monitoring, and through the rest of the rear. Also, I said there was ambient lighting here. It's actually up above, higher up on the door panel. It looked like there's a little strip in that trim, but it's not. It's on the higher up strip. So sorry about that. A little bit of a confusion. Apparently, I'm blind, but I do have glasses, so I'm allowed to, you know, claim that I'm blind. But anyways, let's set off in the A6 with ambient lighting strips that are higher than I pointed out in the video. First off, seat comfort, it's really good. Ooh, the seatbelt did like the tightening thing. Interesting, very interesting. Suspension feels like very cloud-like, almost going over that little thing. Interesting as well. Steering's very light in normal Audi fashion, and so I guess we'll see how much torque this little 3-liter V6 has. Yeah, braking's very smooth. Good low-end torque. Good low-end torque. Yeah, so far I like the drive. So this is a little bit of a bumpier road, so this will kind of show us the suspension. Yeah, this is very comfortable. This is impressive what Audi's done with this. Yeah, some pretty nasty potholes too. It's just soaking it up very well. Yeah, I'm impressed. I am very impressed with the ride comfort that this provides so far. And again, the smooth nature of the powertrain as well. It all comes together very well. So we will put it into, let's see, there we go, dynamic now. Let's be a little bit more aggressive with powertrain and everything else. So we're in the dynamic mode. You're gonna kind of get into it a little bit here. Very smooth. I feel like they've purposefully made this car super quiet with the exhaust and everything, because you don't hear a whole lot of the engine, you don't hear a whole lot with the exhaust either. So there's definitely more of a focus on luxury here with the A6 rather than sportiness. If you want like a sportier feel, the A5 or A4 definitely has more of a focus there. But let's get a acceleration. Woo! It's quick. I love this powertrain. It's so smooth too. So there you go. To cap things off here with the A6, I'm actually really impressed. I'll be honest, I came into this review just being like, oh, A6 review, but I leave this really impressed with this car. It's got good build, like really good build quality. It's got solid space. I love the powertrain, how it performs. It's just super comfortable car. So again, less on the sporty side of things, so just understand that. But you know, in terms of a luxury car, it does a really good job. It's a really good luxury car. So let me know what you guys think about the A6, but I'm super impressed, and it's reasonably priced for everything that it's offering as well.